ConspiraStreets podcast.
So, bro, let me ask you a question. What were you doing 20 years ago?
I'd be like,
Today?
I don't know, I was 14, so probably something dumb.
I could tell you exactly what I was doing 20 years ago today. Well, not exactly at this time, but at around 9 o'clock in the morning, I know exactly what I was doing 20 years ago today. I was online outside of the Wiz.
The Wiz. No one beats the Wiz.
Trying to get rich or die trying.
Shit, yeah, man.
Today is the 20th anniversary of Get Rich or Die Trying. 50 posted it. And I saw that and first thing I thought was, I'm old.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You telling me that, like, upon me walking in today was kind of a lot to take in. Like I said, at that time, I'm 14. I was probably doing something dumb. I know I was doing something dumb. But, man, yeah, age. Shout out to you, 50.
Shout out to 50.
Yeah, man, that's pretty dope.
20 years ago, Get Rich or Die Trying. Great album, diamond album, changed the game.
Yeah, you corrupted an entire generation of youth. Go you, sir.
Corrupted, oh yeah, he definitely
Go you, sir.
Turned us all on Ja Rule.
Yo, right after the summer of... You know, it's funny that you say that, too. Because that was right after the summer of Ja Rule being like... I think I fingered my first chick to Ja Rule. Like, that's pretty sweet. It was, like, right after that summer. So, yeah, you're right. He did immediately turn me into... Like, and I definitely was, like, a singing dude up until that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? So, yeah, I just hit me because I saw it and I hit my mans up. Well, I posted it and I tagged my boy, Mach. And it was me and him. And the funny part of this story is, like I said, I was outside the Wiz, and my mom called me, and she calls me spazzing, and she's like, "Why you got kicked out of school?"
To call and ask your kid why they got kicked out of school is hilarious.
And
hey,
yeah, and
what are you doing right now?
I was completely baffled because
I wasn't at school.
I wasn't at school yet.
That's a good reason. I mean,
but she knew I wasn't at school yet. I had asked permission to go to the Wiz to get this album. So I was on 106th Street. That's where the Wiz was. My school was on 86th Street.
The Wiz.
And she calls me, "Why you got kicked out of school?" And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'll let you know when I get there.
Valid response, actually.
And
I don't know. I'm not there yet, but I'll keep you posted. All right, man.
yeah.
How they don't tell her why they expelled you, though? Like, how isn't that part of, like, hi, we're calling you because, like, how is that part of the conversation?
Hey, I don't understand, but I guess they probably did tell her, but she's probably started spazzing on my mom.
Yeah.
She probably immediately started spazzing, probably cursed out the priest.
He would never.
He would never do whatever you say he did.
Sounds valid.
But technically, I got a 64 in Spanish, so that's why I actually failed out, because the Spanish teacher gave me a 64 instead of giving me the 65.
I was going to be like, how you get kicked out of school for failing?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
if
you
you
know
fail,
what?
I went
I
to
said
Catholic high school.
I said it, though. I said it out loud, and it kind of just made sense.
Yeah.
It's like, how you get kicked out for failing? Like, no,
Yeah,
actually,
I
you should get kicked
I
out for
originally
failing.
started at a Catholic high school, and then I went to public high school for a year, and then
God turned his back on you.
no, what happened was I was thinking about going to college and stuff, but before I'm going off on a tangent, but when it came to going to, when you go into college and stuff, you get called to the guidance counselor.
Yeah.
And
I don't personally know, but I've heard.
Yeah, and they went in alphabetical order, and they skipped me.
Like the entire letter, or just you specifically?
No, just me.
Oh yeah, you'd be first around.
I'll be one of the first.
You'd be one of the first people. Yeah,
So I'm like, hold up, wait. So then I asked. I was like, oh yeah, we were gonna talk to you. Since you came from a Catholic school, your religion credits didn't transfer over, so you're kind of actually a couple credits short to graduate. So you guys are gonna have to come back either half a year next year or do night school and summer school. I said, oh yeah, see you later. And I walked out of school and I never went back. I actually got my GED a month later before my graduating class graduated.
I hate how similar that our high school experiences are. Mine wasn't that quick. There was no God involved in mine, but there was a lot of different. I went to 5 different high schools in 4 years and ended up leaving with a fucking bumping GED. So that's crazy. I don't blame 50 for it though. Like I see where you were kind of going with that, and I was like, I don't
blame 50.
I mean, like, he took part.
I was just remembering that when I got kicked out of school, I was online for 50's album.
That's mad funny.
And that's just made it, mad funny to me. But with that being said,
20 years, man.
ConspiraStreets Podcast.
ConspiraStreets Podcast.
We
Back
back.
at it.
ConspiraStreets Podcast.
YouTube, we here.
Patreon, we here.
Patreon.com/ConspiraStreets Podcast. Go subscribe. Get into the first tier while it's still there. It's not going to be there for much longer.
Yeah,
it's only $1 right
it's
now.
$1 to start, which is pretty sweet, especially considering the Patreon episode we have is pretty funny because we're not editing any of the Patreon episodes. There's no point in having a Patreon if you're going to edit. So that is a very funny raw doggy episode because it starts off a little stiff. And then as you see how bad our day progresses, it gets funnier. And I will say that we hung in.
That was a good time.
Yeah, we hung in tight. And then so definitely check that out. There's going to be clips here and there, but in order for you to get the real raw deal, you're going to have to sign up. And like I said, right now it's $1. So
sign up. There's only about 20 spots left for this $1 tier. The next tier is $5. You got to get a little bit more.
Which is wild that it filled up. Like, it is wild that it filled up like that. And then on top of that, there's a cap on it. I didn't realize when we were setting things up there was an actual cap and all that. Like, I also didn't read it. But
I did that on purpose.
yeah. Okay, cool. You set that up. Bet. Not because I'm about to say I didn't read it.
Yeah,
Like, I was just like, all right.
You got to get in quick. It's like a sale, man.
No, that's exactly what it is. You get in the ground floor for $1. Like, it's not bad.
So, yeah, there's about 20 spots left. Get in where you fit in now for the $1. Next one's going to be $5, but you're still going to get the good content, baby. We here to supply. You already know.
When you get to like the $20 tiers, when you'll start getting like the OnlyFans
Max's OnlyFans stuff.
That's when I'm gonna start really sending that in. And once again, I'm getting like into summer shape. Diabetes got me again, so coming for you. But yeah, man, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm here. Had a nice peaceful weekend.
Glad you did.
Got some tats.
Yeah, looking nice.
I'm officially part of the Hood Rap Puerto Rican gang.
Yeah, you are. And it's mad. I'm mad that stereotype has been started by non-Puerto Rican ghetto people. Like I have several tattoos on my neck. I got a big Puerto Rican flag with a Yankee symbol where the star should be on my neck. I thought it was classy. Everyone else said it was disgustingly ghetto. And also, here's the funniest part. Do you know who the people who said they liked it are people who I know for a fact are ghetto trash. And it made me laugh. Because one of our people's, and I'm not going to put him out there because I love him, but he walked up to me and was like, yo, Doz, that's beautiful. And I was like, for you to say that? I was like, damn. And then there's somebody how that talks to me at the job. And that's how we started talking. She walked up to me and she was just like, yo, I really like your tat. As she was like missing teeth, busting down a Noopy 100. And I was like, yeah, my kind of people. I dig it. So, but yeah, man, it looks good though. At least yours doesn't look like, yours looks right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out to Gio over there at Ink Fusion on Steinway. He's the man. If you go, tell him I sent you. Tell him Castro sent you from the ConspiraStreets Podcast. He's going to take care of you. He's a real dude.
Oh, word. And while we're doing small business shout outs like that for people who actually hook us up, if you are in Jersey and you are in need of a piercing, go to, you're going to go straight down Route 9 to Howell. Howell. Yeah. And you can go see Keith. Tell him I sent you. You're not going to get a discount or anything, but it'd be a fun social experiment. He's a sick piercer. And I'm super professional, anally clean about things to the point that, like, don't get in his space. But the guy's a fucking beast, and he's my dude. So, like I said, that'd be a cool thing. But check out Keith, man.
I almost got my nose pierced.
You should have, man. Sexy.
I actually was thinking about doing it,
Sexy
but I didn't know if my nose was going to be swollen, and I know we was recording today.
Still, it's a sexy look. I would have jumped
I
on it.
I didn't want to try it.
I got mine because Lenny Kravitz got his.
Well, I was going to get mine because my brother had his.
Respect.
So I was,
Me, I'm a Lenny fan. That's just what gets me going.
Feel
Kravitz, man.
Lenny Kravitz is a ladies' man.
Yeah, he's an everyone, man. Anyway.
I guess. Yeah,
Yo,
but did you talk about this weekend?
Yeah.
Did you happen to see the Grammys this weekend?
Nah. I took meds and I slept from 5 after working a 36-hour shift.
You did fall asleep.
I worked a 36-hour shift, came home, met it up, and slept from 5 o'clock till this morning.
Yeah,
So,
it was
no
Grammy weekend. I didn't see none of the I guess the pre-shows. I didn't really see much on any of the socials, like regarding any of the parties or the brunches that they do. But I did watch the Grammys, the show itself, which I normally don't like watching. But something.
Was it funny?
Trevor Noah normally is kind of funny to me.
Nah.
But
cool.
yesterday he was very annoying.
I'm not a Trevor Noah guy.
I could tell you that everyone that he tried to have a little banter with was very annoyed, especially Beyonce.
She was like, "Shut the fuck up, you dork! You ruined the Daily Show." Jon Stewart didn't go out there and save those soldiers for this bullshit.
And so Beyonce was very very upset and annoyed. She apparently got there late, and he
stuck in traffic.
Yeah, and he made a spectacle out of it while giving her a Grammy. Like oh, she's finally here, and and he said he did something with the dude. What's his name? Harry Styles. Yo,
did he wear a dress again?
I think he does.
Yo, the news
at some
is
point,
so
I think he
funny.
did have a dress. I remember Edward saying something in the group chat about the amount of I guess dresses that were on men during the.
Yeah, and the only reason I ask about him is because, like I said,
you didn't see it because you were sleeping.
Yeah, I caught the update this morning on the news. For some reason, like that's what most of the news was about this morning, as if like New York's not on fire and there's not like earthquakes everywhere and like horrible things going. They were like, let's talk Grammys. They were like, Harry Styles, check out that dress, and he was like in like a tube top, and I was like, he's not even trying anymore.
No.
If you're gonna wear a dress, bro, wear a dress. What are you
when
wearing?
he went to I don't know. I didn't see his performance. I'm not even sure if he performed.
What does Harry Styles do?
He sings.
I thought he was an actor. The Grammys is all music though, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So I didn't see his performance, but the one performance that I did see, that when I tell you I watched it, it literally gave me chills, was the 50-year anniversary of hip hop performance.
I did catch bits and pieces of it. There was clips everywhere of like different things. The Hove set was the best, but
oh yeah, Hove ended the
that's how
the show.
I didn't want to get into it right now. You could just break it down because, like I said, I watched the entire Hove set and I thought that was great.
But that 50 years of hip hop, I was like, this is crazy to see where hip hop has gone, how great it got, and how the young kids are messing it up. I mean, I didn't mean that.
And how you guys out there just throwing it in the garbage.
Wait. Let's rewind. I didn't mean that. But
mumble rapping,
So it was just crazy. You see Rakim on stage, Cool G rap, Cool Herc. Why is Cool Herc so brolic?
I was about to say the same thing, yo.
Why is he so brolic?
That is funny. He came out, I was like, bro, they all looking, and then I looked at him and I was like, yo, Cool Herc just ain't been doing nothing but pull-ups on a light pole for the last
he's
like,
a
50
bartender.
Years,
he's at the bar, lifted all day. Boop, 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 pull-ups.
Wait, that's
Yo, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the age too, because I'm like, all right, 50 years of hip hop.
He's 63.
He was already, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's already up there. Like, yeah, man. Good for him, man. Listen, look what happens when you take care of your body.
Bro.
Look what happens when you take care of your body.
He looked good.
Yeah.
Pause. He looked good.
Man, when he came out on stage with no shirt, I was just like, what's happening right now? Like that, and then they was like, that's great. And it's funny because I was talking to my pops about it, because I actually wasn't anticipating this, because like, they had talked about it. And I
didn't know it had anything to do with it.
I just didn't mean to sleep the way I did.
Yeah, but and then we had Queen Latifah. She did Unity.
Hype. That's so great.
It was fire. Like, there was a couple people that I felt I should have been there, but LL Cool J did say in the beginning, listen, this is 50 years of hip hop. We couldn't get everybody to perform. We know there's people missing. This is just the first one of these many performances that we're gonna do, which is a whole bunch of lies, because the Grammys is not giving you another those performances.
Which is okay. I agree with you, because I was gonna be like, what, every year at the Grammys? Which, all right, if they held as a tradition going forward, would be great. 51, yeah. But I know that they definitely just opened up the hip hop museum.
Yes, in the Bronx. Yes,
out here. So like, I know that's probably gonna be like that'd be a very cool thing if they started doing.
I'm definitely
like
looking forward to going to see
little 50
that.
years of like, I picture like every weekend they did something like that. Like, it's just different group, different generation. Like, dude, that'd be ill.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Man.
So, but they went literally from Cool G Rap, Rakim, all the way. They ended it with Little Uzi Vert, with the I Just Wanna Rock.
I like Little Uzi.
I don't not like Little Uzi.
You don't get him, that's why.
But I know he can rap.
Yeah, but you just don't
that's why I like him.
You don't get his whole vibe.
I don't care for his vibe. Not that I don't like it. I just don't care for it. Bro. I feel like it's very attention seeking.
Nah, bro, he's an anime bad guy. That's his whole thing.
Nah, he goes through phases. He's a hood dude in
Anime
one
bad
year. Next year, he got a diamond in his forehead, like he's from Dragon Ball Z. Now he looks like he's a goth rocker. You know, listen.
Yeah, bro.
I don't care how he is expressing himself. He makes decent music to me. You know, he makes. You know, I rock to a lot of his songs. So,
Anime bad guy.
and then he got that Jersey Club.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to rock because that's all that is a Jersey Club song.
Yeah.
He has about 20 words of lyrics on there, but it's still a good song. Listen, I'm not complaining.
That's funny because I was having this conversation with cousin Steve, and he actually said the same thing because I was talking about how I was reading an article at the time when we were working, and I was like, oh man, they're saying that I Want to Rock is replacing Dreams and Nightmares as the Philly theme song.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's odd. And then he looks at me and goes, it's even more odd that it's technically like a Jersey Club track. And then like I really listened to it again. And I was like, huh,
Bro,
it is. And he was like, yeah, but you know what you think about it? Like
that's
Jersey
blasphemous
Club.
to be said for that to even be said.
I just read articles, bro. I don't write them.
I know, but
I'm not
all right, let's think about it. Dreams and Nightmares intro has been rocking literally because the anniversary was just last month for 10 years. For 10 years, whenever that song comes on, wherever you're at, no matter
Philly
what
burns
country
down.
you in, it's everybody knows the words. Everybody done. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah. It is true.
Everybody.
My in-laws as a group rap that entire
Like,
thing.
there's
It's pretty
not.
sweet.
Meek literally has the best intro of hip hop history right now, and it's undisputed. I thought before it was DMX, in it's Dark and Hell is Hot intro.
That's actually what that's the only one I can think of.
Doom doom. That was my favorite, but that's still my favorite. But I'm not gonna not say what's true just because one is my favorite and what is technically the
really
best.
interesting.
Because personal preference and what is technically the best, is different. My personal preference is always gonna be DMX. I fell in love with hip hop because of DMX, so I'm gonna go with that. But I know that Dreams and Nightmares is the best intro of hip hop history as we speak today.
JC Dynasty.
Third.
Stop.
Stop. It's not better than Meek, and it's not better than DMX.
Once again, it's personal preference, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I'm not from Philly, and while it is a great hype track, and I support what it doesn't mean as much to me as the Dynasty intro. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But Hove, I heard Hove close it out, and I saw from what I saw, it was ill. Like I do like the idea of Hove setting up the Jesus table.
Yo, that was
the Last Supper.
Mad
That's
subliminal. Mad subliminal. At this point, I think he just feeds into the whole Illuminati thing.
Why not?
Like,
I totally would.
He's just like, yo, let them think what they want to think. I think he wants y'all to think, like, yo, I really control most of what goes on in the world.
And if he does, great. That's a great person to have. And this is going to sound like such a New York biased sentence, and I don't mean it to come off this way, but I sincerely do feel if you watch the way that the man handles business, and if you watch the way that he carries himself with situations of philanthropy, because I measure somebody of great wealth by their philanthropy efforts in a sincere manner, not somebody who donates $500,000 to like some cancer organization. No, it's about somebody who's like really grassroots in the field. They're starting up their own. They're reaching out, like, and he's done so much work. And Meek is in that conversation because Meek be with him as far as like jail reform.
He got me out of jail.
Yeah, he got me rehabilitated. He gives more money to like a lot of the families that are victims of like the police shootings or like on the low.
Oh yeah, he never wants acknowledgement for it.
And that's the part that makes me think that he would be a great mayor. Like I really think that he could save New York because he's more about and I pride myself to be this way too. I'm more about the delivery of the situation than the notoriety behind it.
You know what's crazy? You say that, and that brings us into something we was talking about when it comes to how music can affect people's mental health, right? Or
100%.
Just affects people mentally.
100%.
If Hove is the mayor, I'm not gonna lie, I can see the crime dropping. Because if Hove is literally in charge of New York, of the king of New York becomes the mayor of New York, literally, I could see him say, yo, everybody be cool.
Be cool.
And I could see most people being cool, bro. Like
100%.
Not like That's funny that you say that because that man has that much influence on people that he doesn't hear, that has never met him.
There's something about someone whose story is so openly, because here's the thing, there's certain rappers that like they rap and either they don't live what they rap about, but they're good at connecting words, which there's nothing wrong about. You're portraying, whatever. Then there's some rappers that rap and they're way worse than what their lyrics are about, and they turn out to be like serial killers.
Yeah.
But then there's a fine balance of like a good one. My personal favorite, hometown hero, The Lox. I say it all the time. They are 100%.
The Lox was on stage at the Grammys last night, bro. Shout out to the freaking Lox.
Think
you
about
heard?
That. Yo, you took down
it was
MSG.
Part of that 50 anniversary for
as they should be
performance.
Who still hardest since the 90s?
Yo,
still hard.
Swiss was there waving that Rough Rider flag like it was 98.
Like I was a wee boy and my cousin Paulie still worked on their street team and I used to get free merch.
Yo, telling you that performance gave me chills watching that, bro.
Yo, man, like I said, the effect that people. All right. Music can corrupt a generation, 100%.
Yep.
My bad, the Hove take. So yeah, you watch someone's storyline progress that way, and you can actually make physical record of it. Like they always release the tapes of Hove actually getting locked. They always say, if you watch the way that the man moves, the man was doing something. He was making tapes of R. Kelly. R. Kelly, as soon as Hove found out he was weird, stepped. Same thing with Kanye. As soon as you start making all that noise, stepped. Keeps himself out of it. I swear that the line, what's the bar? As long as I'm rich, this dude will still be a millionaire.
Oh, as long as I'm rich, make us be a millionaire.
Yeah. If you ever like that is a sad story. If you ever actually look into like what happened to him, like why he stopped making music and everything like that, Memphis Bleak.
But why he stopped making music? Because he has 3 albums with a total of 4 good songs, and Jay-Z is on all of them.
Yeah, that's enough to live good. He actually is taking care. I read this that he actually moved to take care of his brother, who's like.
I'm pretty sure, but he couldn't make more music, bro.
He can do whatever he wants. He was in state property. He can do whatever he wants. Anyway, I say that to say, the fact that I guarantee that man is still completely well taken care of, because of, like, it shows Hove's a great hero that's an anti-hero. You know what I'm saying?
What's anti-hero about Hove?
Drug dealer.
That's who, but who was that an anti-hero? That's the hero to us growing up.
I understand. And once again,
so it can't be an anti.
No, he is an anti-hero. Anti-hero is a term that's it's rivaled in a great way against the term hero, because it's like you're not a bad guy. The opposite of a hero is a villain. The anti-hero is the guy who's doing good by his own terms, which would be appealing to us.
So Batman.
Ben Affleck's Batman.
No.
Yeah,
we're not doing this thing.
Yes, right, Batman would technically be an anti-hero, but more so Deadpool. That's like the A1 great example of like who an anti-hero is. And the whole point is you're operating in the positive direction, like systemically, but in that same breath, you are kind of going at things in your own way.
And we're back.
So the anti-hero is someone who's portrayed to go against the actual rules, society-bound rules. But they are working for the greater good, and that's the whole story. Like, he did it his way. That's him dropping My Way to Frank Sinatra's My Way is probably, that was a story written before it was actually out. You know what I'm saying? So to see him now go from being this dude who was selling drugs, became a rapper, like, legitimately held his, now he's an executive billionaire. He's honestly the patriarchy of American royalty in my mind. Him and Beyonce, they're American royalty. That if we had to select a king and queen, that's who I'm throwing. You know what I'm saying? They represent what I feel should be represented. And to see the way that person carries themselves in business, and now in the greater scheme where now he's a multi-millionaire, billionaire, and he's doing a lot of charity work to just really help out people in real situations, not just signing his name on something, like legitimately involved. I think that he would be a great leader for the city.
No, he probably, like I said, if he was mayor, like, you have a great point. If he was mayor, he said, "Yo, everyone chill." I think everyone would chill. Or at least Brooklyn would.
Brooklyn all of a sudden becomes like the most peaceful borough.
Brooklyn would. Cool. Brooklyn fall back immediately. Hove say, "Yo, chill." Brooklyn be like, "Yo, Hove said chill. We don't chill."
even then, I just think that that'd be cool to see them. Like, I would like to see him as like our state representative. Like, he has to go down to Congress. I don't see that going that way. Like, I really do think that that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So that's why I said for him to close it out, like that's actually, he showed me the most. 444 really got me to care about my credit. I didn't give a shit before then. Like,
getting apartments after I was a super for so long, not caring about credit because I thought I was just gonna be a super, and then I had to find an apartment. That's what made me care about my credit. But
444 helped
with the mental health thing. Like, for example, bro, they had to put me on the bus that they parked outside the school for like 3 months after the DMX. It's hot and hell is hot. It's hot and it's dark and hell is hot. Jesus Christ.
Part of the bars.
Bro, to this day, I still get like a little twitch when I listen to that album. Like, it just makes me want to punch somebody in the neck. Like,
yep, short bus for you, buddy. I get it.
Yes, you know what I mean?
So you get kept out there.
Music does. What's even funny about that is when I came home with that. First time I came home with that album, it was on tape because I had a Walkman. Right, I didn't have a CD player. I had the Walkman, the Sony Sports, the yellow joint. Had that. They didn't buy that. I had it. So yeah, so when I came home with that, right, and now I know we have all listened to It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and we know who DMX is, and we know the mouth that DMX can have. Pause. Rest in peace, DMX. I'm not gonna disrespect you. And so I came home and I started playing that album. And I come from a Puerto Rican household where you listen to either salsa, you listen to merengue, or you listen to freestyle in the house.
Gang.
So
New Eureka stuff.
When I came home with It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and I put that in that tape deck, and I start listening to that, my mom come busting in the living room. Yo, what the fuck is that? Yo, this, that, and the third. This guy's, why he curses so much? And I just looked at her, I said, yo, ma.
He learned from you.
You curse just as much as him. I got smacked upside my head so hard, bro.
That's so funny.
So hard. But it's crazy because like with this drill music, they got these little kids going crazy. And this all started from like Chief Keef and them. What is it, 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
Shouts to God.
From they invented the real drill music, not the drill music that we know today and dance to.
I don't really know too much about like the new drill. I'm not like, that's not my thing.
Like the new drill, I know you're not really into the whole thing. Like,
that's not my thing.
But like Pop Smoke and them, that's like the new Pop drill. Smoke. You know what I mean?
That was considered? Huh? Is that what that was considered?
Yeah, that's the drill. That's drill music.
Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely far from the original.
Technically, drilling, pause, is going after somebody. You going after the ops or whatever.
In our day, we just called it murder music.
Yeah, and so, but Chief Keef and them started with the whole war in Chirac and all that. Now everyone,
I'm knowledgeable to an extent, but like commercially knowledgeable.
Yeah, and then now every state has their own little.
Everyone's got drill.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And we have two drills. We have Brooklyn drill and Bronx drill. And it sounds two completely different too. The Bronx drill, so they all sound like they got like strep throat.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, just because of where our studio is, I enjoy all of the Bronx. I'm not familiar with all of you gentlemen, but I'm sure your mixtapes are great. Go on.
But yeah,
I'm not getting shot through these fucking windows. Sorry, this is like a low level floor. I'm not. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
But yeah, so and these kids are crazy. You know what I mean? They go all on the streets. They go on Instagram with their guns, and they record all the crimes that they're doing. That's why they all going to jail at 12,
America's
13.
Amazing. Yeah.
You
think that maybe that's why they adjusted the laws as far as you can't prosecute anyone under 12? In case you have like a really like up and coming rapper. Well, like, dude, that sucks that there's 13-year-old drill rappers going down. Like, dude,
I'm not gonna lie. Nene knows some. Well, he don't know him personally, but Nene, someone Nene's age just got killed like a couple months ago. He was a little famous, semi-famous little drill rapper from Harlem. And
yeah, dude, I don't like any of that.
it's crazy.
It is, and that. You know what? So I can't speak to that specific situation, nor to the specific genre, because I've aged out of like new things. Once again, you could be consciously aware of something without actually being knowledgeable about it, and that's pretty much where it is. Like I know tracks. I didn't know that Pop Smoke was good, and I thought the Pop Smoke album was phenomenal. Like it still gets bumped in my house. It's a great album. So I will say, getting back to the original effects that the DMX had on you, like I feel like people do underestimate the effects that music has as a whole. And I mean that on like such a celestial level, like on such like a deeper than just basic influence. Like ancients would result to music being a thing. Then you fast forward it, the Vikings would sing chants, fast forward that. You got the pirates, fast forward that. You got spirituals, fast forward that. Like music has always been an interlocking way to keep energy flowing through a community, through humans. I think that they're synonymous. Also, everything is vibration. You know what I'm saying? We all vibrate at a certain thing. So I do believe that melody plays such like an important part in life. And that's why it can be so influential. One of the wisest things I heard, and shout out to Bump. I don't know who was with me the night that we were in some sketchy spot, but he had said this to me, and I thought it was of everything. Wherever we were at, it was like a hip hop club, and I wasn't really digging the vibe when we were there. It was a lot of tough stares, like early 2000s. And he's like, "Nah, man, I got you." We went downstairs. And he knew somebody who knew somebody, and all of a sudden they opened it. And shout out to anyone who remembers this spot. It's down by Houston, but they opened up one of the freezer doors, and it was like another club. And it was a doom doom club, doom 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 doom, like
Techno?
Yeah,
Techno house.
People get really offended when you mix up the two. Hence why I just go with the term.
That's why I say techno or house, because I wasn't there, so I don't know which one it was.
I couldn't differentiate. Hence why I go with the term doom 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 doom. So I was like, "Word, it's the wave you on, man." He goes, "Nah, man, I like this better." He goes, "Look at everyone here." He's like, "Everyone, like, it's complete night and day from upstairs." I was like, kind of looking at him like, "Yeah, well, there's also like another couple elements. Like, everyone upstairs was like drinking, smoking, like casual stuff. People down here are doing like
coke, ecstasy.
Yeah,
LSD.
There's people handing out shots of LSD at this point. Like they're just doing like little shooters.
But I'm not gonna lie, like I do get where you're going, because the clubs I frequent are the clubs where unfortunately where the killers, drug dealers,
you got
robbers,
shot at
scammers
like, over the summer.
Yeah.
That was a great thing. Hey, we were just there. We were there when it happened.
And
that sucks.
And I could tell you, it's not really that much fun.
No, I can imagine.
But when you go to a different atmosphere with, it's different music, different people, that music affects these people differently. And
100%.
Because even if you play that music, that house music or techno music, and with the people that are in this club that I'm at, it's not gonna give you the same effect.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna still get the "I'm cool, I'm just gonna stand here with my bottles and stare," which I hate.
Yeah, I never understood it. But that's why I don't feel comfortable in places like that.
That's why me and Mom, we be at the club, we be making a show. We dancing we teenagers at a house party.
Yeah, man, that
put
whole
me up on the wall.
Not me.
Put me up on the wall. You heard me?
Not since I was a young lad. I've been put on the wall and shaking around a bit. But no, like I said, the best advice that he gave me though, and it was like one of those things where I'm fond of getting great advice from people who you would not take advice from generally. But one of the wisest things he said to me is like, he's like, I like this music better. He goes, because look at everyone's face. And obviously, once again, I took into the fact that everyone was on drugs. He was like, there's no scrunched eyebrows. He goes, you ever hear like some hardcore, like, yo, you listen, he goes, you get intent, you start listening to lyrics, he goes, your face scrunches down. He goes, and that's the kind of energy that can lead you in a different way. He goes, everyone's just feeling the music. Everyone is literally just, and once again, you're going to have to be a certain level of intoxicated or just off to really fully understand. And I believe that on I take shrooms, like type, you feel sound differently when you're inebriated, but the type of sound that you intake is very important. Like at one point they were really saying that, and once again, I can't say that this is or not still a debatable thing. But they were saying that like the ancients used sound waves to like move those giant rocks. Like the idea, sound, music, like all that, it's so important.
Listen, that's plausible.
Yeah.
That's very plausible. I just don't. I personally don't see that they would have the technology to make something that will create a sound wave, a controlled sound wave to move rocks where they want to move them.
I mean, you don't know how your cell phone works, but you use it.
I have a pretty good idea how my cell phone
I got a
works.
pretty good idea how they use sound.
Like I said, to have a controlled sound wave at ancient times, there's no technology.
Yeah, but okay, all right. Once again, perception. The way that we perceive technology, there may not have been, but there may have been technology that was older. And like I said, that's how long music goes back. Music has played a part in human development since the beginning of humans. And just like that, we could debate, like, people would never perceive the idea of like the way that we listen to music through speakers and all that is like sound waves that are put through like an amplifier. You know what I'm saying? It's all coming the same. So back then they could have used any different thing, but I say it just to say that sonic flow, like the actual sound, can affect you. So once again, being a child who grew up in the G Unit, Dipset, D Block like era, back when Nuck If You Buck came out when I was in high school. If I tell you that the South came up here with such a movement, with such a strength, that it defined how most people I know dressed. Like it changed the entire outlook, where we were referencing things from the South strictly because of music.
I could give you an example of that. With that, the Locks Wild Out was banned from all house parties in the hood. Mm-hmm. Because when Wild Out came on,
you wild out.
You wild out.
Makes sense.
That was really banned. Then they have like Young Blood's Damn.
Yep. Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom. That shit was fire.
While I'm outside of the club and you think
then you have Bone Crusher, yeah.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. And it shaped things.
Bone Crusher's a great one-hit wonder, man.
The greatest.
He has two, though. Well, 1.5. One in the past.
Still good. Like I said, I'm a fan. But I say that to say, once again, just like look at the impact that music can make. So the idea of shaping a generation of people based on a sound that is violent and overall negative is going to breed just that. And I'm not blaming music for it. I'm just saying that they go synonymous with each other.
Oh, yeah, no. But music is also your feelings on beat.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. It's soul. That's all right. A major reason why I don't like a lot of new music, and it's like I was having this conversation with somebody. The reason I don't like a lot of new music is the lack of instrumentation. Like there's something about me that just I'm more attracted to strings, a live drum, like music, even if it's synthesized afterwards, but like the actual riffs of an original sound, like a lot of the heavy beats that are used today, especially with like the drill repercussion, like it doesn't appeal to me as much. But also I feel like a lot of music's lost soul from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was something romantic about like, dude, strings hearing a piano actually go like.
No, but if you really listen to, that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you're listening to. Cause like Brooklyn drill is more strings, is more orchestral feeling to it. But then you go into the Bronx drill and it's heavy sampled bass. It's
a flaming garbage can is gonna come through this window at any minute, bro. People can hear us.
It's heavy sample bass. It's fucking, and it's a lot of strep throat rapping over it. So it's, it's different. But, it's all, it is, all vibrational and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's, whether it's good vibrations, bad vibrations.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And that radiates, man. It's very important. I feel like people
But it also depends on
how strong music really is.
Or how much you feed into the whole vibrational.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, to each their own.
Because if you really feed into it, then it's really gonna affect you in a certain way. But if you're really not in tuned with it, or
if you are just part of if you're just part of the situation, you're just soaking it in. Eventually, it's gonna have that. Yo, man, that's why they say 5G gonna take everybody out. We just soaking it in right now. It ain't bothering us, but it'll get us in the long run. You know what I'm saying? They ain't setting up those towers for no reason, bro.
Okay. Like you say, yeah, we ain't worried about it.
Yeah, but it is something like
My
like
phone
I said,
work?
Yeah, I get great.
That's the main problem. If my phone don't work, then we have a problem. So let's show that 5G is pumping. You hear me?
But I do agree with you though. I think that people really do need to take into account the level of true down to atoms, like and electrons and neutrons, like down to the actual core vibration of how music does affect mental health. You know what I'm saying? It is true. It can. There's songs that can make people happy. There's songs that can literally make you cry. I can't listen to there's a J. Cole song off of Forest Hills Drive that every time I hear it, dead makes me cry. I don't remember what it is, and I don't really want to think about it at the moment. But I know that like it does hit me in like one of those kind of moments.
Bro, when I was 9, I had a leather Kango and a key on my chain because of LL Cool J.
To the truth. I thought I could do a shark's fin like LL Cool J, but I could not. Big people don't move like that.
Bro, you was not in the pool with your fitted on.
Nah, I was in there with my hand above my head like a shark fin, but it just didn't work out that way because big people aren't like we're built to be like float, not move
Float,
fast.
not move fast.
Yeah, bro, I'm like a tugboat.
Got you. Yeah, but no, I'm telling you, it's crazy because it really affects us the way we dress, the way we act. Like I said, I had literally made my mom go get me a chain with a key on it. Because LL Cool J had, I don't even remember what video it is, but it just dangles in the beginning of the video. And I was like, I want
It's
it.
the Mama Say Knock You Out video.
I want it.
White.
Nah, it was like doing it or one of those. In the beginning of the video, he's waving. Or the one with
I was just saying I didn't actually
Mobb
have any
Deep.
proof.
I think. No.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't have any proof to it. I was just throwing a video out there.
Oh yeah.
It's a great video.
I was really trying to think about it for a second. I can see it in my head. I just can't. I can't. No, I don't see the. Can't get the name. It's slipping to me right now.
Another sad thing is to watch someone or a sound that you have found profound, and watch it dissolve over time, or an artist dissolve over time.
No.
Yeah, I know you don't want to talk about this, but it's. I mean, like
yeah.
he wasn't there, right? He wasn't at the Grammys.
No, he definitely wasn't at the Grammys.
He wasn't part of 50 years of hip hop.
Nah,
Even though
they
a
skipped
good amount
that.
of people on that stage owe a very big track to him.
They skipped that part of the 50 years of hip hop.
So
But LL Cool J did preference that everyone couldn't be part of it. So maybe he was part of the part. He's gonna be part 2. Or 3.
I think
or 4.
that he needs to specifically point out the fact that Kanye West was ignored. Just simply what it is. He was banned. He's been blacklisted, blackballed, cut out from society. All
Deservingly so.
He's got some weird takes. Nah, yeah, no, 100%. No, I'm not in any way advocating for him, but I thought it was funny that he disappeared for so long. All right, so here's what I really think. Just let me get this out there before I even get into what he actually did that got him back on the public eye right now. But
here we go.
All right, so Kanye was yelling about all this Nazism, no doubt, whatever. He was also yelling though that they have handlers for him. And the handler said that he was like, yo, man, it gets the hose if it don't act right, da-da-da-da-da. And Kanye was like, yo, they're going to try to do me like that again. Then Kanye disappears. Then Kanye comes back married to some rando. All right? I think the rando is his new handler, which would make sense. They took him back. They programmed him. They sent him out there with a white woman handler. Kim couldn't do it. Now we got to send that chick is Black Widow's sister. That's the kind of, I guarantee that she is CIA asset number 1. So she reprogrammed him. Boom, right? So you're like, all right, he's not being so loud. He's still apparently a white nationalist, which is hilarious. He's Kanye West. So funny. But he's just trying to do his thing. The next thing he pops up on is recently he was on TMZ. And I know, like I said, you don't care, but I find it funny because I like genuine moments, not like super staged like this. So he, it starts off, and it's a double video from TMZ, 2 different angles. First one is him pulling out of what I assume is his kid's soccer game or something, some sporting event. Mm-hmm. But the dude, he's like, yo, man, I need y'all to back off, which 100% I understand. That would drive me. That's why I never want to be filmed. That would drive me crazy. I would lose I'm already a paranoid person. I would lose no way. So he starts spazzing on this dude, yo, man, I'm trying to spend time with my family. Y'all can't be out here. And the guy's like, yo, it's a public place. I'm paparazzi. Yes, I can. This is the job. Nah, man. I'm just trying to spend time with my family, trying to be. And the guy says very genuinely, he goes, yo, you can't just go home and spend time with your family. Like, this is the public place. And Kanye's face is just like, you don't know I can't go home. like, that's not an option, sir. So I'm assuming that comment led to the second video where it's clearly some soccer mom. This is not a reporter. And she is like from the boons white. Because the way that she responds, he goes, yo, man, I told you guys, don't be running up on me. She goes, oh, but you're Kanye West. He goes, I told you don't run up on me, though. Like, that's nuts. She goes, but I wasn't running. And that confused Ray of her being sincerely like, but I wasn't running, sir. I'm in a car. Made him infuriated, so he took her phone and he threw it. And I was like, yo, that's hilarious. Because once again, you just went on a world tour of like Nazi propaganda saying the wildest things about everyone and their mother, got reprogrammed, and now you back to like base one.
No, but see, that was I remember like I hear the things. I just don't really pay attention to the nonsense that Kanye does. But that first incident that you were speaking about, he also told the dude, yo, taking a picture of me, you're using my likeness. Give me $20.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah, he said, give me $20.
Oh, that's not bad, though.
He said, you want to take a picture of me? I'll let you take pictures of me. You give me $20 because you're using my likeness.
Damn, they got his bank like that. They selling pics of him.
That's immediately, that's the first thought that came to my head. Like, damn, Kanye, it's coming to this. You asking paparazzi for $20?
Like, yo, bro, you got to pay me. Damn, dude. That's rough.
So,
imagine being that. Yo,
but nah, he does have a point, though, if you think about it. Yes, you're taking a picture in a public place. Oh.
That's the point. They do control the banks, and that's why he's broke now. But go on. You had a point.
You know, this is the YouTube episode.
That's fine. I didn't say nothing crazy.
I
ain't say he said it. I'm just paraphrasing.
Damn, see, you just threw me off right now.
Nah, man, paying for likeness is like a legit thing. Like,
yeah. So you're paying for likeness, which is true because even though you are in a public place and your job is as a paparazzi to take pictures in a public place, once you take those pictures and you monetize off of them,
you owe residual.
You owe residuals.
Yeah, I could see that.
But if that becomes into fruition, you know, the back catalog of bread, like TMZ, the National Enquirer, like all these things.
They're gonna owe the bag. If somebody can see, that's the thing though.
Pamela Anderson is gonna be filthy rich.
If you can get that bread retroactively, though, if it's like, all right, for the last 20 years, you guys been like, yo, Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, all them who got cooter shots, out the car cooter shots, bread. Yo. Putting up Britney Spears.
Yo, remember that time in life that out the car cooter shots was a thing?
Yeah.
Like, that was just something that all paparazzi was going for at the time.
That was definitely creepy. Yeah, you were the guy who's like the only guy on one knee in the corner, snagging the ill muff shot. That's pretty funny, though. I actually think that was a category of things. Like, yeah, man, the world's definitely fun. Because remember how innocent things would be when, like, oh my God, you caught like the inside of a thothy lip, like one side.
Yeah,
in a shot. Yeah, and it's like, oh my God, it's the biggest thing. Now it's like, yo, find your favorite celebrity. You could probably watch them taking anal beads on OnlyFans, and it's like $3.99, so it's not really a bad deal. Like, that's pretty sweet. Or on those websites that like Mr. Nudes or whatever the hell they call it, like where they get the famous people. I don't know the name. I don't really look it up, but I know that it exists.
Wait, what you mean that where they get the famous people?
Like there's definitely a website dedicated to like famous people nudes. Whether they have been leaked through the internet or they're from a movie and they're like clips of them.
Oh, I remember
that's a legitimate thing.
It was on that I think, didn't they get sued or something like that?
More than likely, it seems like something that should happen.
Damn, I remember it. It's the fappening.
The fappening, yeah, there you go. Yeah,
there you go.
Yo, you know who had the best news out of that? Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence is
she is Katniss Everdeen.
Hunger Games?
Hunger Games. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hunger Games. Best one.
Gotcha.
Great rack. Nice muff. Trim bod. Like, I'm talking about, she looked like she was posing for those. Like, it wasn't even like and they were from a cell phone. So, like, go her. But, yeah, man. So Kanye's out. That sucks because he played a big part in that 50 years of hip hop thing, and now he's gone.
Well, like LO said, everyone couldn't be part of it.
Yeah, he couldn't be part of it because
they have Diddy. They ain't have Pharrell.
Not having Diddy is interesting.
They ain't have Cash Money.
Okay, but not having Diddy and having the Locks is interesting.
They had Rough Rider Locks.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty bad, boy. All right, fair enough. Hey, go them. I like that.
They performed. Cool. We Gonna Make It.
I like that. That's
Rough
cool.
Rider Locks. That's why I said Swiss was there waving the Rough Rider flag.
See, man, yeah, I am definitely gonna go home and watch it like that. That actually sounds really good.
That's what I told you to watch.
I mean,
it. I'm make you feel away.
Obviously, have to have Through the Wire playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? I can't just not. I'm gonna include him my way. I'll find a good point to add him in the mix. Pause it, slow transition, and we'll just transfer it over, and we'll just bop in and out. Everyone who I know for a fact has a hit with him, I'll just throw that hit in there. I'll just mix it up like that.
That goes to my nobody could beat T-Pain in the verses because of that.
Yo, that was a very good argument.
Well, obviously you can beat T-Pain in the verses.
He's got some bangers.
He has some bangers.
He's got hits.
Like the other night again, I went through it again. Saturday, matter of fact, it was Saturday night when I came back from. I started playing some music, and it was on shuffle, and T-Pain came on. I was like, oh. We're gonna go through the verses.
We're going through the thing. We're going through the jam again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, he's got a great catalog. Was he on stage?
No.
Not great enough catalog. Nah, that is true though. Like I said, and of course they're not gonna be able to incorporate everybody, especially the people who like.
Yeah, and it was like only like.
I'm pretty sure there's people from different generations that feel a way about different guys compared to like the way that we feel about our generation.
Yeah, like
obviously you're gonna have.
I feel like the God did performance was longer than the 50th anniversary because that whole verse is like 6 minutes long. It's crazy, and he performed the whole thing. Yo, when I tell you they performed that whole song, like
I saw the clip of it.
Beginning ad lib to ending ad lib, they performed the whole damn song. Even Cali goes, they ain't want us, they ain't want us to do it, so we did an 8-minute song on the Grammys.
Hey, once again, well deserved, dude. 50 years of hip hop.
50 years of hip hop. They did a lot of
Beastie Boys involved.
No, Run DMC was there, and
Aerosmith.
DMC had a Beastie Boys T-shirt on.
Really?
Yes.
That's actually pretty funny. 6 years of separation, but I'll take it. It's pretty funny.
Flavor Flav was there. Public Enemy.
Smoking krills and living life.
He was like this. Yeah, boy.
I haven't relapsed in decades. Go him, man.
It was good. Like I said, it was everybody. Busta Rhymes was there. He went and did his that's Go verse. He goes crazy.
Yeah. I already killed it too. They were talking about that on the radio on the way over.
Yeah, no, it was. I
still do listen to the radio at 5 o'clock. DJ Scratch.
I'm not even gonna lie. I enjoyed this year's Grammys. They actually
compared to last year's.
Oh well, I haven't watched it
I was about to say,
really watched it.
That's generally why I was saying it.
But
like you haven't watched it.
When I have caught pieces of it, it was just not geared towards us. And this year was really geared towards us. They made a whole award for Dr. Dre. They named the award after Dr. Dre. So, it was good.
That's cool, man. That's very cool. Go Grammys. Coming back.
They finally did something right this year.
Yeah.
After only, having
pushing
18 million viewers last year.
Yeah. Last year.
You know who wasn't on stage?
Who?
Lotto.
Yeah, extracurricular activities, or is she just not part of the culture?
I think she was busy.
Go on.
I think she was selling panties.
Such a profitable business.
It is.
It is, like, to the point that I'm like trying to get my hands in that too. Yo, man, whatever. It's a quick hustle.
You gonna sell panties?
Yeah, bro.
You gonna wear a thong at work and then sell it after?
Prime meat, dogs, banana hammocks going on sale near you. I don't care. Hell no, you willing to pay me? Man, listen, overseas, they'll look at me like a sultan. Look how thick I am. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, that guy eats. He's got bread. Give me his panties.
You got You just gotta hold the car in the eggs, bro.
Oh, yo, I'll be out there just
Yo,
gallon of milk.
you hold the car in the eggs. They be like, yo, he is balling.
That's it, man. Look at this.
And
Look at
then
this thickness.
And then drop one.
Just to be disrespectful, rub my feet in it.
Yo,
Extra $5.
panties gonna drop if you drop an egg, bro.
But listen, she's saying that the market is open. I'm trying to get in. That's all that is to it. I like new hustles. This hustle don't hurt nobody. It in fact helps people. I don't kink shame. Once them draws hit once the UPS, goes and the check clears, I don't care what happens to them draws. Become a superhero mask, become a jerk rag. I don't care. Thank you for your contributions.
What if they make like a shrine to you and do like brujeria on you?
I'm saying like dick magic?
Or non-magic. Like
No,
what if they make it not work anymore?
My dick?
Yeah.
I gotta pay extra for that.
They already got them.
I don't know. I'll take modern science versus brujeria.
You're gonna have to pay extra.
Nah, bro. I will take. Damn, bro. Why'd you do that? You immediately just took the wind out of my sails. Like, damn, bro. What? Nah, man. I'm only selling overseas where I know that the witchcraft is different. If the little girl from the ring pops out of my toilet one day popping smoke, then that is what it is.
ConspiraStreets podcast.